Well, after some review, it appears that you have a hole in your bank account. In fact, you have several of them, and we're going to need to fix that right away. So if you want to accumulate a lot of wealth and you want to build a big bank account, you can't have holes. You can't have holes in the bank account, and you've got way too many holes in your bank account. Let me tell you what I mean. Come with me. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. A lot of people are like, all right. I just need to make more money. I need to make more money and that will solve all of my problems. And while true, yes, you do need to make more money. Here's the problem I see though, because how you deal with $1,000 coming in per month is the same as you're going to deal with a $10,000 coming in per month or $100,000 coming in per month. If you don't discipline your spending, if you don't fill in the holes, you'll just be wasting your time. Here's an example. This is your bank account right now. See all those holes? So this right now is your income. My bank account isn't filling up very well. That's right, because it has holes in it, because your spending is not disciplined. Well, what if I just made more money? It will fill up faster, right? Let's try. No, it doesn't fill up any faster because you have holes in your bank account. The metaphor of holes in your bank account is that you don't have disciplined spending. You're spending more than you're making, or you're spending so fast that it doesn't have time to fill up your bank account. You're never going to accumulate wealth. You're never going to have a net worth. You're never going to have a massive bank account unless you stop up the holes. Let me give you another example. This is a bank account that has no holes. So if I have a very small income, which proves, by the way, it doesn't matter how much you make. What matters is how much you keep. So this very small income is actually filling up the bank account. It's filling up the bowl because there's no holes. There's disciplined spending. They've disciplined their spending. They're living within their means. And so this, if they want to go grow their means, they're just going to fill the bowl up faster. So yes, it does make a difference how much money you make. But the bigger difference is disciplined spending, how much money you're keeping. This will never fill up, no matter how much income you throw at it. This bowl can fill up for sure, even with a very small income, because the spending is disciplined. They're living within their means. Does that make sense? Way too many people think that just making more money is the answer to all of their financial problems. That's one answer, but it doesn't fulfill the answer of why you have so many holes in your bank account. Why do you have so many holes in your spending plan? If you're not budgeting properly, if you're not spending properly, you're doing it wrong. It doesn't matter how much money you make. If you make $100,000 and you spend $100,000, I promise your net worth will grow slower than a guy who makes $50,000 and only spends $45,000. It doesn't matter how much you make, it matters how much you keep. Once you learn that, once you learn how to keep the money, then it matters how much money you make. The discipline comes first, and then you need to grow your means. So learn how to live within your means and then grow your means. In the description, I actually have a link to my one sheet. This one sheet will give you a step-by-step, a 3-step process actually, how you can actually free up more cash flow, how you can learn to discipline your spending so that you have more money coming in than what's going out. This is a key thing. You've got to learn how to discipline your spending so that you have more money coming in than going out. It's called positive cash flow. You have to have positive cash flow in order to obtain financial freedom and financial independence. And while you're on your way down to click the link, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button because I've heard that's the fastest way to grow your cash flow around here. So what is the most efficient way to fill in the holes in your bank account? I'm glad you asked. I didn't think you were going to, but let me share with you a couple of things that I found out over the years that I've worked with clients and helping them fill in the holes in their bank account. All right, so this part might be a little bit uncomfortable at first because you're gonna need to go back through and look at all of the money that you spent, where you spent it, and how much it cost. Now, a lot of people will say, and I've heard this several times, a $7 latte is not gonna ruin your financial freedom. And that's true. And I would love for you to get to the point where a $7 latte is no big deal for you. However, with your current income, the way it is, a $7 latte may actually not be appropriate for you. You might not have to cut back to the $2 latte for a little while until you can get some discipline around your spending, and then grow your means so that you can afford a $7 latte. See, it's not a $7 latte one time that's going to ruin your financial freedom, but $7 lattes every single day, now that's going to add up to $200+ a month. $200 a month, now that can make a big difference in your financial freedom and how fast you get there. Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with buying a $7 latte. Frankly, you can buy whatever you want, but make sure that your income is sufficient to be able to afford it, not that you're going to go into debt. See, most people will buy things without really thinking about how it's going to affect their financial future, how it's going to affect their current financial situation, and they don't even really think about what it might do to take away money from other things in their life. I know a lot of people that spend, so to speak, the rent money on stuff that they don't really need to impress people that they don't really care about or don't really care about us, and then they have no money left over to actually pay the bills. See, that's the thing, is make sure that you're keeping your needs and your wants in check. I really like this quote by Epictetus. He's a Stoic philosopher, and I really have enjoyed studying Stoicism. But he says, wealth consists not of having great possessions, but in having few wants. And therein lies the key to creating wealth. It really boils down to self-control. Can we control our needs and our wants? And if we can do that, I think we can attain financial freedom. Most millionaires today will agree that the one thing, a very significant part of why they made it to millionaire status and obtained financial freedom, was because of discipline. Discipline is key. And in this world right now, there's a lot of people that are having a hard time with discipline. So if you want to get ahead of the crowd, if you want to really accelerate your financial freedom and your process of obtaining financial freedom, learn to be disciplined with your spending. Make sure that when you go to spend money, that you check it against your current budget, check it against your goals, make sure that it fits within your needs at first, and then if it's a want, make sure that you have that under control. Make sure that you start saving first and then buying your wants with money you already have in savings. That's going to be a whole new world of opportunity for you. I hope you got a lot out of this video. I hope you understand how important it is to get our needs and our wants in check, and then to be able to grow our means so that our wants can expand. There's nothing wrong with progressing. There's nothing wrong with getting and wanting more, but don't do it at the expense of the things that you need to do now to survive. I hope that you'll take the time to get disciplined to fill in the holes in your bank account so that you can grow a massive bank account, and I'd love to do it together. Make sure you hit like and subscribe on your way out, and we'll see you on the next video.